Hey everybody, today we're going to go over a few new skid loaders. The LT25-2. The LT25-2 is a little bit lighter than the LT25 and just has a few more upgrades and differences over the standard LT25. So the Dash 2 still going to run joystick, still going to run hydraulic operations and all that good stuff. It's going to have a double valve on it, and it's going to be 44 inches wide. But again, it's going to come in a little bit lighter, just around 3,000 pounds. You can get them in a 9-inch track or a 7-inch track. They're actually the same as a MT85. So we're going to do a comparison video of the units we have sitting here. A lot of folks, the width is really what is the deciding factor. So these units here, again, the bucket's 44 inches. On the LT24s, which are a really slick looking unit, they are 36 inches, which is the same as your Bobcats, your SCL 1000 Kubotas and all that. So we're going to run a little bit back and forth, show you what their differences are. But I wanted to show you one difference right out of the gate. So this is a horizontal lift machine. Bobcat runs a vertical lift machine, and then we run a vertical lift machine in our LT24. 6'6", 6'4", 7'7". So you know our machine is actually roughly the same size. And yet, I don't know how they get 6'10" out of theirs, because here it is. And like I said, that's 6'4" measured off the ground. And we're going to show you a few differences within brand and a few differences versus one another. We're not going to get into the weeds of, okay, this is a 2019, blah, 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 blah. We're not going to do any tests that way. We're going to do cycle tests, drive tests, speed tests, and stuff like that, which this machine operates as it should. So cycle test, speed test, and all that are going to run comparable. And I'll tell you now that for the land speed, this will beat that one, and then this one will beat this one. So, you know, there's going to be deciding factors within brand and from model to model that some people are just going to prefer over the other. Again, vertical lift, horizontal lift, 44 inches. This thing ends up around 9 foot 6 inches long. This guy's like 9 foot 2 inches long. This guy's around 10 foot long, which gives you good lifting capacities and all that. If you haven't looked at the lifting capacities, that's on our website, GroundHogEquipment.com. The biggest one's the LT25. That thing's 3,650 pounds, almost a 2-ton unit. And I think the buoys had like 1,750 pounds of weight in the bucket. And I think that's where the tipping point was. So it's a big girl. These are going to be a little bit smaller than that. Actually, the weights are very close. Again, 3,000. The LT24 comes in at 3,200, so it's a heavier unit. We're going to run these around, show you what they do, give you the comparison videos, and then you guys can decide which one works best for you. I'm going to just let the camera guy where he is today for at least the first two here, and then kind of walk you through. So spring-loaded platform. This one has a slide throttle lever. The disconnects right here on the side. Even the fuel tanks are rhino lined, and then the bottom part of the fuel tanks are inside of the steel sides. So this one's running a Kubota D1703. You got bump stops on the front, and then the other thing is, if you're looking and you want to notice, everybody drops stuff on the front of their machine. So steel, plastic. If it drops something like that in the winter, most of the time they break in half. And some people are going to argue the other side of it. Well, stuff bounces off plastic without making a dent. Yeah, I get that. But when it comes to protection and you drop something heavy, steel will dent and it won't go into your engine bay. So, you know, everybody has their own perspective. You guys can decide what you want to, you know, see out of your unit. And you know what, I'm going really fast. I will slow this down. I want to show you how smooth these units are. So if I want to feather this guy, I mean really take my time rolling in, and let's say I'm just back dragging, or if I'm dumping and scattering, and I want to get a real precise job, this machine is smooth. We were going to put a digit up here to kind of give you a comparison there, but the only time you're going to get any kind of hop is if you're not running both lot of grab. You'll get that in any unit. And just a super smooth transition. You get that smooth transition from forward to reverse. It's not throwing you around. Then even if you're not a great operator, if you go like this, it's a nice smooth transition. Then even if I want to operate, you know, drive, bucket, all that good stuff like a skid loader should, it'll do it. Real smooth unit. So, I mean, even as simple as, again, for those of you that work in backyards, you've got to be delicate. I mean, or if you're just simple lazy like me and you don't want to get off the machine and do that tape measure, there you go. Like I said, there's a real nice layout in these. Slide lever. Disconnect right here, has an emergency stop on it. You got your horn and preheat and everything is nicely laid out in these units. So if you're interested in one of these or the LT25, LT24-2, give us a call, 570-837-1003. Our other landline is 570-837-1016. And then check our comparison video if you guys want to see how they do side by side. We're going to do that one here in a little bit, but we appreciate you guys watching. You guys have a good one.